Chris Bassett here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the guidelines I like to follow for staying healthy as I climb towards 40 years old. It's more important to really watch your diet as you get older and then be consistent. So let's get into that.
You should always start off your day with breakfast. Eating the right kinds of foods in the morning can set you up for success for the rest of the day. You want to stay away from foods that are high in sugars or processed foods, and you really want to aim for something that's more wholesome. My favorite breakfast is eggs. Fresh fruit is also an amazing option. Bananas and apples are really great, and they're a staple in my diet. It provides a nice boost of energy in the morning. I would also say water. More and more water. Any of the carbonated drinks like soda is bad for you in the morning, or juice. Surprisingly, like orange juice and apple juice has a lot of extra added sugars that you just don't need. Depending on your activity level, you really should be drinking close to a gallon of water if you are very active, and then 4 to 5 cups if you're pretty sedentary. As a lunch or a dinner option, grilled chicken is amazing. It's really high in protein and low in fat, so that you're looking for that as an option to really get some protein in when you need it, to keep you full and to give you some energy. Sweet potatoes are a great option for a carbohydrate. They're packed full of vitamins and nutrients, and they taste really good, and you don't need butter or sour cream to make them taste good. I also eat a lot of cottage cheese. Typically I mix in a fruit like pineapple or peaches to help out the flavor, but it's a good slow digesting protein that'll last you all day. As you age, it's more important to manage what you're eating and what you're putting into your body. It can be very difficult to manage those temptations, but you really need to watch your diet and your calorie intake, because as you age, your metabolism really slows down and it can catch up to you fast. I also start off every day after I wake up with a couple of exercises just to try to keep in shape. I like to do push-ups, squats, and chin-ups. So I'm going to demonstrate those here, and pretty simple. Everybody should know how to do those basic exercises. So starting off with push-ups, pretty simple. Line up your feet and your hands, and then keep your back straight. I shoot for as many push-ups as I can do in one round. I'm just going to do a few here, but you want to go to failure and keep track of your number. If you're doing 20 or 30 the next day, try to beat that number. It'll keep you on your toes. The same idea applies to your squats. You want to try to keep track of the number of squats that you do, so you can do 50 of them before your legs start to get tired, and then beat the next day. If you can do more than like 100 squats, I would recommend you try like a single leg squat, which is much more challenging, and you can get better results in a shorter amount of time. Just be careful and watch your balance as you're doing these. You can fall down if you're not as coordinated. I have a chin-up bar in the back porch where I lift weights. You could also buy the chin-up bar that fits in your doorway, or you can just grab anything around the house and do chin-ups off of it. Make sure it can support your weight though before you just start yanking on stuff, and make sure there's nothing, it's not a safety issue. I'll throw a link down in the description to an at-home chin-up bar you can hang in your doorway.
Remember, consistency is key, and if you can develop a pattern of eating right, watching what you eat, and trying to get a little bit of activity in every day, you'll be successful as you age. As always, like and subscribe if you found any of this useful. Thanks.